Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Force here, and today I'm gonna showcase you guys my updated list for my ABC list for post Burst of Destiny, because this deck is actually quite good right now. Yeah, not gonna lie, it's actually not just a fun rogue deck anymore in the upcoming format. This deck actually has quite a potential. Yeah, because in Birth of Destiny, it might be even be a good contender because this deck got a new card in the form of a synchro monster that is known as Cupid Pitch. And yes, I am playing Cupid Pitch in this deck, and you guys will see it in the deck portfolio as the video goes on. And spoiler, ABCs is also quite good with the brief tokens as well, because yeah, ABCs from now going on forward. The reason why I say it's a really good contender is that ABCs, they are known for like being really controlling deck playstyle with like bunch of traps and hand traps, right? But now I think ABCs, as of right now and moving forward, I think it is far more better and functions more effectively as in the form of a combo deck, and that's what Cupid Pitch does in this deck. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my updated list for my ABCs for post Burst of Destiny. And before I get this deck proper underway, check out this IP in the man right here. She's thick. Anyway, for the main deck, for the pieces, it's 3A, 3B, 3C, and 1 Union Driver for a total of 10 pieces. I mean, if you count the Torture gear, it's a total of 11 pieces for your pieces. You obviously need these two as part of the combo. It sucks that Union Driver is a 100% a gun in this deck if you open or draw it, but you need to play it you need to play it in any form of ABC that you should play, because this is such an important combo piece and an extender. Okay, and as for the pieces, and since this is a combo deck, not a control variant, you need to play all 3 copies in the main deck, because if your opening hand is like Hangar, that's still combo to give you the 3 Omni Negate board. But if you open up a piece to go along with the Hangar, it also gives you a ABC Dragon Buster instead, even though it's kind of overkill. But the play is there to drop a buster as part of your ending board going first game 1. Okay, so yeah, and those are the 11 pieces. As for the other combo pieces, is Deskbot 01, the Coltwing, and the Resonator. Okay, so out of these combo pieces, the Coltwing technically is a brick if you open it, but like with the Union Driver, you do need it as part of the Auroradon combo. Resonator is not technically not a brick if you open it. It just means that you don't get the Cupid Pitch search. If you synchro with it, so if you just open this and then you just hold it in your hand as you're doing the combo, and then just special it when a level A synchro comes out as you're doing your combo. So yeah, this is technically an extender and technically a break, but not really. It is definitely not a hard break. This is a soft break if you open it. And that's what 01 is. It is a break, and at the same time it is not, because Halqifibrax also can summon this from your hand, not just your deck. And then O1 has an interesting interaction with on Unauthorized Reactivation, where you can just normal this and then play reactivation on it, and then it could beats from your deck, because this is a machine. And also, whenever your Buster takes out and then bring back your 3 banished pieces, its effect triggers in the graveyard to summon itself during your opponent's turn, not just your turn. So there is that interaction right there. So yeah, those are the monsters. Now for the spells. For the 1-ups is Terraforming, Call by the Grave, 1/1, because this can bring out the O1 if you really need it, and also the Tune Gear if your hanger gets like Edge or something, or something. So yeah, 1/1. I am playing it. Even though I don't really like to, but you technically can still combo up if you open up the 1/1 and bring out 2 Tune Gear from the deck. So yeah, card's good enough to be played. 1 Monster Reborn as part of an extender, and to go along with it, Magnet Reverse. This card is a really good extender as the game goes on. If the game hasn't ended by like turn 4 or 5, because this card can bring back Buster, Needle Fiber, and Auroradon from your graveyard. And Auroradon, unlike the other Mecha Ventabits, you can tribute monsters from your side of the field, and then either pop a card on the field without targeting. And I guess you can grab a trap from your graveyard too. But Auroradon, you can bring it back with this card and then just pop cards by tributing your ABC pieces, and then the pieces, they trigger their effects since they are sent to the graveyard. So there are many uses to go along with this card, and it's also good extender. So those are the 1-ups. Now for the rest of the spells that I play multiples of, is 3 Union Hangar and 3 Activation. I mean, technically, if you don't have any piece but have the Hangar and the Reactivation, it's technically combo, because Reactivation is technically Union Hangar if you don't open up the Hangar, and the Hangar, if you don't have the Reactivation in your hand, is technically Reactivation. So these kind of like play at the same way. So yeah. Moving on is 3 Crossout Designator. You need to play this card, particularly in this deck, I think, because this deck is really fragile to hand trap, especially Joe and Lockbird, because the moment that you play your Hanger and then they draw you in resolution, well, your turn like kind of ends, and Crossout Designator, it kind of like stops that. During like game 2, if you manage the combo up, I mean, if they don't draw you, because game 2 they're definitely gonna side in Joy and Lockbirds, right? And then they are gonna go first, and then I'm gonna side in Joy and Lockbird, because I'm currently not siding maining. I am siding Joy and Lockbird, but not maining Joy and Lockbird, because I don't think Joy and Lockbird, I don't think it's a impact by hand trap to be played in the main deck, right? But Joe does hurt this deck, so moving on game 2, I'm gonna side out some of the hand traps in my main deck for Joy and Lockbirds, so that I can, if I go second and have the combo extended hands where I can manage the combo up. I play Hanger, I search a piece and then draw. Crossout Designator is gonna guaranteed to help me combo up. And also this card helps Ash to Effect Veilers 2 and and perhaps nib. I mean, nib doesn't really hurt this deck because if they nib your board, you still gonna drop a buster if your opening hand is is good enough. Crossout Designator is a really good card. Yeah. Regardless of it to be played, because I am playing quite a number of hand traps in here to complement the Crossout Designator. Okay, moving on is 3 Forbidden Droplet. This card is insane. Well worth the price tag. This guy's crazy. He's so good. It's crazy. And in this deck is particularly great because you don't use your hand, but you use your field. For especially you use this card by sending the pieces in your graveyard to the graveyard, and then you get their effects. And then technically, if you buster tags on, and then you get your 3 banished pieces back to the board, and then you have this set, you technically have 3 monster renegades. That doesn't not target. So yeah, that's really good. And then 3 TTT in the form of draw power and speed. On this deck needs speed and draw power, I think. Yes, there are 3 garnets in the deck, being the driver, the Coltwing 01, and the resonator and all that. But if your opponent like hand traps you as part of the combo, I can either play this to draw 2 cards to go to look for more combo cards, or I can look at their hand and then shuffle back a card from their hand back to the deck. So the shuffling back a card in their opponent's hand back to the deck is the main reason why I'm playing this, because looking at your opponent's hand and then shuffling back 1 card from it gives you so much information about what your opponent is playing, and B, it also, if you're really smart enough to think about it, it also helps you to interrupt their plays and what plays they can make on your opponent's turn when their turn comes around. So that's the main reason why I'm playing it. I mean, the draw 2 card is there if I really need to play it, but the third effect is what I use it for. And the taking control of opponent monster, it can come up going second too. Alright, so those are the spells. Now for the hand traps, there are quite a handful. The Gamma package. If you bring a combo deck that relies on the field spell to go off, you need to play this. I feel like, unless you're playing like Invoked or Deskbot and stuff, then you do not have to play this card. If you're playing like Dragon Lake, this deck or any combo deck that relies on the field spell, you need to play Gammas, because Gamma is really good right now. I feel like it's really good, and particularly in this deck, if your opponent is trying to stop your Hangar and then you have Gamma in your hand, you drop the Gamma to stop whatever hand trap with the driver and the Gamma. You make Needle Fiber, and then you combo on and then make your board without your Hangars and even your normal summon. Yeah, it's insane. And to round out the main deck, it's 3 Ash because it's universally really good, and also really good moving on. And its complement is 3 Nibiru. Yeah, but yeah, these are multiple princesses, because Ash and Nib, they're universally not just good right now. They are also Crossout Designator targets, and I am citing draws in the side deck. So game 2, if I win game 1, some of these hand traps is going to be sided out for drawing Lockbirds for game 2. So I can draw them during their turn or have it as a Crossout Designator target. Okay, moving on with the extra deck. extra deck needs some work right now because there are actually a lot of extra deck monsters to be played in the extra deck for this deck. So, but for now, I have 3 Dragon Buster, aka Heart and Soul of the deck. It's really good. For length is Barricadeborg Blocker. If your opening hand has a hanger and multiple pieces, instead of going with the Halqifibrax, you make this instead so that you can drop Buster as part of your 3 Omni Negate board as part of the combo. So Barricadeborg is there for that. IP Masquerena, it's really good. Yeah, the card is good. It can come up. Halqifibrax and the Auroradon. So at any open time that you don't have enough pieces but just the hanger, you do not going to Barricadeborg, but you do this combo instead if you don't mind not dropping the ABC Dragon Buster. These 2 cards have unique interactions with reactivation as well because these are both of these monsters are machines, right? So if they try to like hand trap this, like imperms, ashes, balers, and all that, and you have reactivation in your hand, well, you can chain reactivation to the hand trap, targeting this, and then equip A or a C from your deck to them, and it's suddenly unaffected, and you can continue playing. Yeah. And Auroradon Halqifibrax in this deck is particularly very insane and powerful. Yeah, these 2 are like the major combo monsters in the extra deck for this deck. Okay, moving on with the links, it's Apollousa and Accesscode Talker to go along with the IP. Accesscode for OTKs, and then Apollousa because you can still make it with the pieces and with the IP during their turn, and then start 4 monster negate and have 4 monster negates. I mean, if you make the Apollousa during your turn, you do not have your 3 Omni Negate board, but during your turn, if your hand is weak enough, you can still drop the Buster, tag out during your turn, be the IP, and then link up the pieces with the IP, and then go into this, and then have 4 monster negates. And then on your turn, you combo and then kill them. Now for the synchros, Cupid Pitch. This guy's insane. I cannot believe this is a common. Okay, so this card, it has 3 effects. One effect is that this card is synchro summon. You can either reduce its level or increase its level that is equal to the synchro material that you used to make this, right? And most of the time, when I was playing this deck, you're making this by linking up the tokens and Deskbot 01. So when this card comes out, you are going to increase its level by 1, making this a level 5. And this is also a tuner, so you can link this and the token to go into a level 8. And then if you synchro this card up, you burn your opponent for 800 because you're making a level 8 synchro with it. And then you search a level 8 or lower that is 600, depends which is the Creation Resonator, and then keep comboing to have 2 more omnigants, which is Herald and the Baronne de Fleur. Speaking of Herald, yeah, the guy is really good. It's technically microcosmos because any monster that's milled from the deck or discarded from the hand, they are banished instead, and it's omnigate by tributing itself. Borolo Savage Dragon is another omnigate. Crimson Blader, this card is here for Soul because Emma Locos, there are quite a number of Soul Souls being played, and then you make during that matchup, it's worth going into this other than Savage, right? Going second because you make this swing with one of the monsters and it beats attack monster and then it kills the monster and then sends it to the graveyard. Well, guess what? They literally cannot summon it, cannot summon anything, or they're ace monsters. Yeah, this card is Baronne de Emptiness. Yeah, Baronne de Emptiness. But it has legs and it's a monster, and it's big. It's 28. Moving on with the Synchro is this the Infernoble 9 Emperor Charles. The only reason why this is in here is because you can make it with the pieces and the O1 during your turn, or if you make a Crimson Blader and if it's attack goes through, and then you have O1 in your board as you're doing the combo sama, you can sync this up with the O1 because this guy, it doesn't have to stay on board for its effect to go up, because this is if it's something goes right and then kills a monster and then sends it to the it's a lingering effect. So you can just sync this up with the O1 and then make this. So this card, right? The first effect is mainly why I'm playing it. So this card, its first effect is that if you want Ikup card becomes equipped to a monster that you control, you get to destroy one card on the field as a quick effect without targeting. So guess what equips in this deck? The Hangar equips, the Reactivation equips, and you do that quite a lot in this deck. So you equip a piece from your deck once during your turn, and then once during your opponent's turn whenever your buster tags out, right? And then whenever you have reactivation, that's another equip, right? So this card, whenever you trigger reactivation and Hangar to equip a monster from your deck, well, you get to pop one of your opponent's cards without targeting. So that has one interaction right there, and this card is also easy to make because you can sync the Crimson Blader up after you kill something, and then with the O1, you can also do it with the pieces and the O1 to go into this. So yeah, this card has some interesting interactions in the deck, and the last card is Baronne de Fleur. This card's insane. Oh yeah, it has 3 effects, it's 3k, and all of its 3 effects are really good, really good. So for those of you who do not know what this card does, is that it's a new Synchro boss monster that come in the Synchro Storm, the legendary duelist set. So this card is a level 10 Synchro with 3 such an attack. It has 3 effects. To make it, you need a tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. And then once per turn, it can pop a card on the field. Sadly, that's not a quick effect. If it is a quick effect, this card would be insane. And then once per turn, as a quick effect, you can negate a card or effect once per turn as a quick effect. So yeah, this is a 3k beater that can pop and also has an Omni again, right? Okay, those two are already good enough, but it is a third effect, and its third effect is the main reason why I'm playing this. Its third effect is once per turn as a quick effect during the standby phase. You can shuffle this back to the extra deck and then target a level 9 or lower monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Yeah. Let that sink in for a minute. So whenever during the standby phase you use this effect, returning itself to the extra deck, you get the special summon at level 9 or lower monster in your graveyard. Now let that sink in for a minute. This card can bring back Dragon Buster. It can bring back any of your pieces from your graveyard. Technically you can do that. But the main reason why I think this card is so good. It's a tagging effect, just like the Buster, because Buster, it also tags up, but not from your graveyard, but from your banish, right? It can bring back these. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can bring back these monsters. If your opponent happens to like get rid of it, right? So yeah, this card is insane in this deck. So yeah, it makes sure that you never run out of resources in your graveyard. Have a really strong grand game, and it makes sure that your Buster and your Synchro monsters, they basically don't die. They're literally immortal. Okay, the turn you make this and then its summoning doesn't get negated, it pretty much make your every monster in your graveyard pretty much immortal. This guy's insane. Yeah, so yeah, that is the extra deck. Actually, I lied. The Auroradon tokens. Whoops, these upside down. Yeah, the Auroradon tokens. Okay, so yeah, that is a main deck for now. I might update this to make it an even 40, because as for now, currently it's a 44 card main deck, because I am playing 3 bricks in the deck, which is the Creation Resonator, the Coltwing, and the Union Driver. And by playing a main deck card or more than 44 cards, it reduces a deck's contingency of drawing those bricks by up to like 6%. Sure, that might not seem much to you guys, but it actually means a lot, especially in a deck like this. So yeah, with that being said, the main deck, it might change. The one card that I'm iffy on is definitely the triple tactical talents in the main deck, which I am playing a 3 setup. But on this deck, I feel like need speed and draw power in the deck. Sure, it increases the risk of drawing the bricks, which like I mentioned, there are 3 bricks in the deck, but I am willing to hate those bricks any day, any time, any month, and any time in the year to play this deck. So yeah, this is Evil Force showing you guys my ABC combo for Post Burst of Destiny. Might update it, might not update it, might showcase you guys a new updated list if that happens to you guys. So yeah, if you guys are willing to see my updated list for ABCs, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel if you guys wanna see my updated list. Because who knows, I might do it just for the fun of it. Alright, so yeah, this is Evil Boy signing out. Peace out, guys. Peace out. Gosh, this video was long. See you guys. See ya.